Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Well, I don't know about you, but it definitely feels like there was some yada-yada-yada-ing going on here because Alan Wake has found himself committed, and unfortunately in the care of one Dr. Emil Hartman.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Brother.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Those are some pretty bold words, Doctor.
This way, Alan.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison, and I'd like to welcome you to the Cauldron Lake Lodge here in Alan Wake. Just as a word of warning, there is going to be a ton of yapping and exposition dropping in this episode, which means there's not going to be a lot of combat, but in servicing the plot, many things are going to be revealed here, and I do think it's pretty important, even though it is just going to be a lot of standing around and listening.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Did you seriously have to tell me that?
We go this
out of
way,
an
Alan.
elevator?
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Brother. This guy's a fucking quack. Can I say that much? Also, why is it so damn foggy? What is going on? It's impossible to see anything out here.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
That is quite a sight, though.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
God damn it.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
How can I trust your opinion as a doctor if you
Come
can't even
along.
walk up the
Let's go
stairs the
inside.
right way? Oh, God.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Okay.
Scary, scary, scary.
Oh, boy.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Duly noted. There's not really a whole lot that we can do to deviate from the path over here. We have an area that is inaccessible to us and a nurse that we can't interact with, but luckily, at least we have our one vice in the form of some coffee. On top of that, we have some light reading material on the wall here,
Alan, please.
and
this
I'm
way.
very impressed with somebody who has written a book called The Creator's Dilemma that they decided to go with this artwork to promote it. I mean, somebody should really fire or deduct some pay from that man's agent. But if we head over here...
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a single thing you ask, my friend, but our painter buddy out here...
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay?
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That doesn't really look to be like your traditional storm, but let's head back inside because, oh, it's the brothers. I recognize them anywhere. And the sound of that squeaky hammer? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just let him keep doing his business. And thank you for waiting for me out here. It was awful kind of you gentlemen to allow me to roam the premises without any supervision. Plus, we have a little welcome business here. Interesting font and text. But if you want... Oh, 2 pages. Okay. Don't really care that much.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a... how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Thank you, exposition dump.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Tom.
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows?
What?
That's not very rock and roll.
But it is comfortable.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, haga.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Well then.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
Oh, I feel like they just explained the entire fucking plot and twists and everything. They kept calling us Thomas Zane. I don't know. Must be a pretty popular
I'm a bad
guy.
dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up.
Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but
up.
holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Jesus fucking Christ. Could you speak to me any more condescendingly? I mean, I might just be at my wit's end, but to top everything off.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
No. Not very promising for our intrepid writer, but hey, at least we've got a double dose of the coffee. Oh jeez, that guy. He's just yapping it up, just like everyone else around here. Now, here we have, I believe, our final QR code, and something that I hadn't mentioned is that on the remastered version, they lead to YouTube videos that are unlisted, whereas in the original, it takes you like Facebook and somewhere else. But I guess because I've been doing it in the episode so far, let's take a look.
A beginning. A primordial forest. The colors of the fall. The mist. A caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away. A blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Okay, well, thank you for interrupting my moment of silence there, because that started just I was done saying that, but let's go and notice this generator.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Oh. Do generators need keys? I guess maybe. I just thought they needed to be, you know, plugged into a power source and then flip the switch on. But someone's left our #1 room wide open, so let's step inside and investigate. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did you get a damn hammer? Come.
I don't know.
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so
Sinclair
weak
looked
now,
bad.
are
That
we?
wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of
Things
Hartman's
are
goons,
unraveling
she had
fast,
it coming.
aren't they?
I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair.
Oh,
The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize your
I had to
destiny.
get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
hell yeah. That is perfect. Couldn't have worked out any better if I tried. Well, they'll probably be shit-talking him for a little bit, but we can now head in here into Hartman's office. And this is where all of those paintings have gone. Jesus Christ. Oh no.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Grab a snack, perhaps your favorite personal beverage, and sit back because we've got some listening to do.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh, that is a development. I was gonna say, nothing like having a wife collude with a doctor just to make sure that you get your career right back on path, but the fact that it was doctored, suspicious.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Okay, then why did you get into this profession if you detest quote-unquote difficult people? I don't know, but I feel like Emil Hartman is a grade A asshole, possibly even above Alan Wake, believe it or not.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler because this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, This is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? He's got a little bit more goodwill out of me this time. Oh, who the hell took this?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
If I was the nurse, I would be so annoyed at this picture. None of you are even looking at the camera. There might be like something hidden or weird with the perspective, but thanks for that.
Let me out of here!
What?
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to sled!
That sounds like Barry.
Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kick, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Barry, god damn it.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Yeah, but first, double shot of espresso, please. And let's step inside the office, which luckily for us, I have the key for.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
And with that little smirk, too. Alright, well, we are left without a light, but hey, at least we've got a gun. And And we gotta, unfortunately, take forever in jimmying the lock. Thank you. Oh boy. Well, no matter what we try, the possessed furniture is out to get us. Yeah. So let's step upstairs and head on over to that generator. Very conveniently left here. And let's get it started. Because we're playing on Nightmare, we might need to activate this twice because of all the rotating stuff that is just getting in the way of the bookshelves. Yeah, see? I don't think I can even adjust it either. But that's okay. Yeah, destroy them all. The tacky furniture has to go. But we gotta do it again. Luckily, there's not really a time limit. But this should just about do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I got one of them, the farther bookshelf. But we can destroy the rest of it. And I think there is an achievement tied to... Oh no. Destroying as many possessed items as possible. Okay, I stand corrected. Everyone is going to be very angry with me. Also note, there is only one flare here, but on this difficulty, you do need 2 in order to get rid of this double bear bonanza. Right? At least in the original, yeah. So you go back and you grab another. Unfortunately, another one doesn't spawn after that, unless I guess you didn't destroy these things, but that's fun. Let me see, let me double check, because it would be nice to have anything here. They're just not gonna be kind enough for us to do that. Over here, we also have another television. Perfect time to catch our soaps.
Most of us have felt its shadow on us. A shiver down your back. It lives from the corner of your eye. We can't find it on purpose. We'll take a wrong turn. Wonder where you are when you wake up. And you will find yourself in the small town of Night Springs.
Wait, this is an episode of Night Springs? I thought it was like a Japanese show or something, because it's different than in the original. That's okay. Alright. Everything is so goddamn loud, and we have the Orb of Death. However, we do need it in order to get through these doors. And this is kind of annoying, because like to miss and not open the door properly. All right, I guess it just got nicked on the door frame. There we are. And then same thing right here. Although at the last second, you're gonna wanna move. Cool. Later days, nerd.
Ow, ow, I'm here.
I'm pretty sure there's a thermos over there and a sign, but let's talk to Barry.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Really?
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
All right, thank you.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look
Oh my God. I'm out of here. I'm out. Let's get rid of these gates and hopefully not get hit by anything behind us. That would be ideal. There we go. Oh shit. There we go. And we run into the light.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Surely there are easier ways than going through this maze. But we have 2 flares, a couple of batteries, and a sign over here we need to read, but there's also more batteries here. And once we activated that checkpoint, it stopped everything from being hostile for the time being. So I'm gonna snag this up right over here. Thank you. Adding it to the collection. And for this pretty interesting piece of work, it's right over here. Suspended by Lauren Miller. 1989, so pretty recent, all things considered. So we're gonna be very low on supplies going in through here, so hopefully I'll be able to make it through without too many issues, because there are 2 manuscript pages we need to get, and more enemies than we have bullets to kill.